is your wise geek here. How are you geeks today? I hope you are doing a fantastic day. It's Tuesday, Friday tomorrow, which means it's almost weekend. We're gonna have some fun times, go drinking, be with friends. So yeah, a great day. Today's topic will be about Ragnar Lothbrok, which is one of the most famous Vikings from Scandinavia. Of course, his sons as well, but we'll get into that in a later time in the video. Ragnar was born in Uppsala in Sweden, but Sweden was not Sweden back then. It was Denmark, because Denmark had all the territories in Scandinavia. So yeah, it's confusing, but it was Denmark who ruled there, so he was born in Denmark. Ragnar has a father. Of course, we all have fathers. His father was Danish, which means Ragnar became king of Denmark. Like in the TV series of Vikings, he's also, but it is a different place, and yeah, it's a different place. It's because they film in Ireland and Ragnar was Danish. So why didn't they film in Denmark? We don't know. But back to the story of Ragnar. Ragnar became king. He took a vast army, small boats, longbows that the Vikings use for long distance of travel, because we've been all the way around the world. Russia, Mediterranean, you name it, we've been all the places, even America before Columbus. So, which you guys probably didn't know, but now you do. So, back to the story. Ragnar sailed to England in the west, because we have always been going east to the Eastlanders. But Ragnar goes west, and he finds England. In 7030 BBC, I don't know how you say the correct thing, but it's in 730, Ragnar come across this weird place, actually, a monastery. A monastery is a church, kind of a place for monks. They don't have nuns, because monks and nuns, they have sex. No, they don't, because monks are not allowed to. But he finds this monastery in England called Lindisfarne. I've been there myself to see it. I wanted to see it because I'm a Dane, I'm a Viking, as you can see. It was an interesting travel to go to Lindisfarne. It was a weird feeling to be there, because Ragnar was there with all his Vikings. Amazing sight. It's a ruin today. It's not used anymore. It was closed by the time I came, so I couldn't get inside the place, but I filmed inside it. I have a video on my phone somewhere, I don't know where, but I have it. It's many years ago since I was there, but I hope I can go back to that place to see it again, because it was a great place. Ragnar raided this place, and Vikings, as you know, we were bloodthirsty animals. We just kill and blah 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 blah, that's all we do. It's not. We took these monks back to Scandinavia to sell as slaves, so they could provide us with what we needed. Yeah, but he raided almost all parts of England, including Northumbria, which is one of the 4 kingdoms in England at that time period, because there were 4 kingdoms: Northumbria, Wessex, Mercia. These are all historical facts. I love history, so I, of course, investigate these things. And there was Winchester, because it was the capital of England at that time. You have all know of King Egbert from the TV series. I don't know if he is an accurate character from that time. I have not tried to find anything about him. I know his grandson, King Alfred. King Alfred basically was the main king under England when the Vikings came. I don't think he met Ragnar, because Ragnar was, we get to that point now, that he was killed by King Aela of Northumbria, because Ragnar raided his place. He didn't like it. Who would like to be raided and taking all your gold and silver? Because Vikings demanded a lot of gold if they wanted to go away, so they did not raid it. But Ragnar ended up dying. In historical evidence, they found out that he was killed by snakes, a snake pit, like in the TV series Vikings. He's killed by Aela, because Aela didn't like Ragnar because he raided him, as I said before. So Ella killed him and put him in a snake pit, and Ragnar died, and he said those famous words, as he says in, I don't know if he does it in real life, but he does say it in the TV series. I like that phrase. It's a great line. I'm also sad that he dead. Viking series has ended with a catastrophic end. Wow, I love Vikings so much. But to see it die like that was horrible. I really want a season more to get the actual death of the characters. When they really died, because they didn't die what they did in the series. So I want to see that again. But back to Ragnar, he died. He has sons. He has 4 sons. The eldest son, if I think, or is in the TV series, but it's Björn Ironside, Ivor the Boneless, which you guys maybe know because he's in the TV series as well. Yeah, Ivor the Boneless. In the series he crawls, he's a cripple, but he is not in real life. When he lived at his time, he had a sickness in his legs, I don't know which part, in his bones, and he lost his bones in his legs, so he couldn't walk. Yeah, and then there was Ubbe Ragnarsson, who's also a son of Ragnar. There's much speculation on what his name actually was, but some monks have recorded as Ubbe, Ubbe, weird name, but it sounds like the taxi thingy you have in America, or we don't have it in Denmark, so yeah. And then there is Halfdan Ragnarsson, who's also a son of Ragnar. He's not mentioned in a lot of things, but I think he's similar to the name Witzek. He's given in the TV series in Vikings. So I think they just needed to add another name and to replace Halfdan with Witzek. But I like it. It's cool. It's fine. So that's the sons learn that Ragnar is dead. They come together from all across Norway, Denmark, and Sweden, and they united, and they bring a massive fleet, the biggest fleet I've ever seen. So they sail to England and avenge him, and eventually kills King Ella outside Jorvik, which is today York. A great city. I haven't been there, but I really want to go see it. I hope I do someday. But they eventually go there and to kill him in a bloody way. It's a torture method we Vikings use, which is called blood eagle. Yeah, you can look it up on YouTube. Many other people describe it and make videos about it because it's a horrible death. I wouldn't experience it. It's so horrifying. But it's called a blood eagle. You can go search it on Google or YouTube. It's most mentioned in the TV series because it is used multiple times. And then they have killed Hela. They continue their raiding because they are Vikings and one sad about their father's dead. So they eventually take half of England to themselves, they made their own law, which is called Dane law. It meant that every Englishman had to pay the Danes for protection or just to live in that area, their own homes. That's how it was. Brutal that time was. So they went on raiding, and they eventually got to King Egbert, and they fought against him, and then King Alfred. They fought against King Alfred, and don't know if they succeeded in killing King Alfred, but it must have been a horrible time to live in. Yeah, it must have been terrible in that time of period. So they went on, and the brothers began to split up because they have other ambitions. That some of them, Ivor went to Ireland he established Dublin, which today's Dublin. It's actually named after. Yeah, I think Ivor kind of made it his capital in Dublin in Ireland. I have been there myself. It's a beautiful city. You go check it out. I've been to a lot of locations with history because I'm a history guy. I love history. It's part of everyone's lives. So I suggest you find out about your history. It's exciting. I really want to know about your history, so comment down below where you're from, what's your history, your country's history. It's so amazing. Oh, by the way, Ragnar, he also had a time in his life when he raided Paris. He sieged Paris in 845 years. Not in 400 years, but he did it at that time period. He raided Paris and actually got inside the town, as you can see in the TV series, but eventually had to retreat because there were too many. They had to breach the walls. It was horrifying. I can't imagine that scale of invasion against the emperor of Paris. It was an emperor in Paris called, I think it was called Karl the Bold, as I have found out on Google search. But Ragnar eventually raided Paris a great deal. Yeah. There's also Rollo, which many people think that him and Ragnar was brothers in real life, but they wasn't. I don't know what their connection is. I don't think they're family, but Rollo was a Viking that lived as well, and he betrayed the Viking culture and became Christian. He became Duke of Normandy. That's why part of France is called Normandy, after us bloodthirsty Vikings. That is why it's called Normandy today. I haven't been there, but it will be cool to go there someday. To see all, and see that he has a statue there, actually, in Paris. I think outside Paris, of course, of Rollo, because he became the hero because he betrayed his country, his gods. He did all of it, so that was not good, but I suggest that's how power-hungry people do to get power in life. So, yeah, that was about Ragnar and his sons, which is a great story. You should look up yourself because it's an amazing story. A bloody story, but a cool story. The sons, oh yeah, Björn Ironside, he went to Sweden after King Finehair became king of all Norway because Björn was a threat to him. So Björn escaped to Sweden and built his own first what is it called? Dynasty. Monso it was called. Björn became king there and married a princess, as he's been foretold by the seer in the TV series Vikings. And he ended up there and dies these days. He has a burial there when he's buried, a tomb you would say, but this is a mount, and there is a stone, a rune stone, which says here lies Björn Ironside, or in memory of Björn Ironside. Yeah, and all the other sons, we don't know much about them because the most famous one was Ivor and Björn Ironside. That's about it, guys. I hope you liked this video as much I enjoyed it. I hope you comment down below what you think about this video. I hope you liked it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notifications on, and follow me on YouTube. I hope you like this video. Bye, geeks.